Hi guys, Dorothy here. So glad to have you with us today. I thought I would share another Goodwill haul. Well, there's I think Dollar Tree and Goodwill. Oh, and Harbor Freight. I'll start with Harbor Freight because it's just easy. So we're at Harbor Freight over the weekend, so I picked up a soft rubber sanding block. And let me open it up here. And I think I paid $6 for both of these. So, I mean, it was pretty cheap. It wasn't too expensive. I do like Harbor Freight for some different things. I was trying to... So I picked up this sanding block. And I'm going to use it for distressing paper, especially die cuts. So I'll end up doing a video about that eventually. But yeah, so it's not super heavy. It's just a nice rubber sanding block. And then I got the 500 grit extra fine sandpaper. And actually you can use it for wet or dry. So I mean, you technically could spray something and sand it, but I'm going to try sanding my paper to give it a distressed look. So like I said, I picked that up at Harbor Freight. So that was what I got there. It wasn't a lot there. That's specifically what I went for. Okay, so let's start with Goodwill items, and I'll try to show you this. I've already cut down, and I apologize for cutting down, but beforehand, it was actually a blouse, a shirt, but it was all lace. Let me try to see if I can, because I know that white background makes it hard to see. There we go. Got a piece of craft paper there, so hopefully you can, I mean, it is just gorgeous. And then I'll be doing a video later because I spent pretty much the weekend dyeing paper and all that kind of stuff. So I did dye some of my lace with it, so I'll pull it out and sort of show you. I dyed some blue. Let me get the white out of the way so you can see. I dyed some blue and it came out gorgeous. I don't know. I mean, well, probably if I put the white there, you can see the difference between the two. The blue came out really, really pretty. I did some in a light pink. So this is like a baby pink. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the bottom here. And some of them didn't do as well, obviously, but you're always going to have that chance. Oops, dropped a piece. I did a small piece in yellow, and it's just sort of a really, really light pale yellow. I did some in a purple, and it came out really good. It seemed like the blue tones came out really good. I did some in a green, and it came out in this weird greeny blue, almost purpley type multicolor thing. I really like it. It just didn't come out green. I mean, it did in areas, but like this all came out almost in like this real purpley, bluey, interchanging color thing. So, and I'll show you, get the white out of there. I'll show you the rest of the things that I dyed and things like that, and like I said, in another video. But, oh, and then let me get this one out. I tea-dyed some, and it came out really good. I tea-dyed actually a really large piece of it, and then I kept a lot of white, and then just small amounts of the tea-dye came out really pretty. With a nice brown. I don't know if you can probably maybe be able to see it better without the craft. You know what? It would probably look really good without the craft card. There, yeah, there you can see that a lot better. So it came out really good. So That was a steal, and I paid 50 cents for that shirt, so I thought that was well worth it. And you know, then I had the lining in it, so I mean, there's some stuff I'm gonna be using in some journals there. So let me put that. Let me get all my stuff back here where I pulled it down. There we go. Okay. Then I picked this up for $1, and it is really cute. I'm not saying, and somebody's gonna go, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're cutting that up." But look at this. This. Let me see if I can find a white piece of cardstock to put behind it. Yeah, here's a white piece of cardstock. So you can see it a little better maybe for film. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see it better there. I mean, look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? And it's so hard to find black items. And then the black and the pink together. And then look at all these little flowers. I mean, there is just, and this, you know, would be really pretty. Just, I mean, that would be pretty as a, you know, to cover a page or cover, you know, do like a white fabric journal with the, oh. And on top of that, then it's a little girl's dress. The undershirt, you have this real pretty pink satin, which obviously is usable. And then under that even is this black tulle and the black satin underneath of it. And it has this really pretty bow. And then the top, you know, all in the front there's a bow. And then all the black velvet. So I'm going to get quite a bit of uses out of that. And it, like I said, it was, I think, 25 cents. It was 50 cents with 50% off. So 25 cents at my thrift store. So that was a steal. Okay, so let me put that over there out of the way. And then I didn't know if I showed these before or not. I actually got these for the last haul. And they were 50 cents. So I thought the sunflowers were really pretty, even though I didn't realize that they were just the one side, but that's okay. So there's those. Then I got these, and these are napkins, and there's 2 to pack. They're 17 by 17 inches. So they're going to be perfect like for a journal cover. So I'll probably be making some, I don't know if you can see those or not. And I mean, they're really nice. I mean, they're real thick, like upholstery type fabric. So I'm excited about those. So there was, like I said, 2 packs of those. And they were $1 a piece, so I got them for 50 cents. So, I mean, I thought that was a pretty good deal for those. Then I found these, and I paid $1.50 for these. There's only 2. But these are actually, if you're familiar with the Longaberger Basket Company, I know they haven't been around for a while, but because they closed. But these are actually some botanical napkins that they sold. So, you know, when you're looking, make sure you keep an eye out for like those table napkins. And let's see, these didn't have measurements on them. I think they're going to be these are 16, yeah, 16 by 16. They've got the flowers, they've got butterflies on them, so these are going to be great for like herb journals or floral, just, you know, botanical, floral, nature-y journals. And like I said, there was 2 of those for $1.50, which, you know, if you go buy fabric by the yard, most times you're going to pay more than that too. So if you're actually buying it, you know, a specific style that you want. So there was those. And then let me grab my little tote again so I can, oops, so I can show you. So was at my Goodwill, and they had these for $1 a piece. Again, 50% off. And it's Battenberg lace. There's 3 yards on each one. So, I actually had 5. There were 2 of these, and then 3 of the triangular ones. So, they're 3 yards a piece, so it was 15 yards of Battenberg lace. And I had these for 50 cents a piece. And you can see they're not even open. So I did, as I was dying, I haven't ironed it yet, so which is why everything's all gunky. Yeah, I have to iron it still, but yeah, and it tea dyed really, really nice. So once I iron it out and flatten it out, it'll, you know, it'll look like this. So I did tea dye that. Oh, let me put this over there. So yeah, so I paid $2.50 for 5 packs of Battenberg lace, 15 yards. So thought that was a good steal. Then I got these for 50 cents, and they're like tablecloths, but they're real heavy, like almost like a duck cloth. So, and I mean, like I said, they were 50 cents, and I thought, well, even if I just, you know, do the center part, you know, for a journal cover, you know, or even, you know, fold this up for, you know, by the time you have the area you have to glue around on the inside. Even if I do that, you know, 50 cents for 2 journal covers, and this is absolutely gorgeous. I actually thought about using it with, I wish I had bluebells or daisies in it, because the kit we're getting ready to use is going to be bluebells and daisies. But, so I'm going to hold on to this for another. So I got that. Now it's 50 cents. And then I got this, and it was $3, so I paid $1.50 for it. So it was 50 cents off. And I know a lot of people don't like this, but I actually like using this in my journals. I found if you spread it out, you can actually glue it down, and it's really, really nice. Or you can just use it for a tie, but it's... Let me try to see if I can stretch it out here. And there was all different colors, so I was happy with it. So, like, see, you have those multi-colors going on. So this includes all those colors. And then there's this one, and some of them have different designs. Some of them are the same. Some of them have, like, this one's the same design. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one's the same design, but it's in fall colors, which is going to be really, really nice in autumn. And, like, these were galley yarns, and these came from Big Lots. They were $1 a piece, but I only paid $1.50 for the whole bag. So I didn't really... And there's a pretty, another multicolored one. And then there's a pink and brown and blue one. And all of those were the same design, and this is the same design too, but it's all in purples. And then there was this, and let me find the end of it again. It's more of a netting. Well, let me just see if I can, oh, there it is. I know, I thought I poked it down in there when I was, it's more of a netting, and it's all in a blue tone, so it's really pretty, but it opens up into a really nice, like, wide netting when you unroll it. I mean, you don't have to unroll it. You can keep it like that, you know, just as a cord, but when you open it up, it's just gorgeous. So, I mean, that's going to be pretty, you know, in a blue journal, and you can sort of stretch it and move it around, you know, however you want. So, I really liked that. So, for $1.50, I thought all of those were worth it, you know, and so, that was $1.50. I actually ended up leaving, and I spent $17. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. So there's that. And then I got this one because I had 2 of them, and these are all the same, the first design. The blue was the only one that had the really awesome, these are the big open ones, but there's a pink, another one of those, That was really pretty. I loved this one. Thought it was really pretty. And there's another one of it. And they all have, they don't even have names of what type they are. They're just, then there's a black and pink and grayish and a bluish brown. So, and I like them because, you know, if you're gonna say use them on a tag or whatever, or you're gonna use them, you know, behind something just for a little bit of a pop of color, you know, you don't really need more than that 2-inch space, you know, before that goes to that color change. So you can actually, you'll get quite a few things out of it. So, and again, I got all those, and this bag was $1.50. So I paid $3 for 2 bagfuls, so I thought that was pretty good. So there's those. And then, trying to move stuff around here. I found 2 scarves that I thought would be pretty to like use as journal ties. That one is a purple green color. It's really pretty, but I like using the, you know, the vintage head scarves. I think they're so pretty. There's that, and then there's this pretty yellow one, which I thought I could, you know, cut down even and strip, you know, into strips if I wanted to, because it was larger, but I loved the roses on it. I thought it was really pretty. So I got those 2. And then they had this, and those were 50 cents a piece. They had, this was $4, but, yeah, it was $4 for all of it, but it was $2, you know, half off, and it's, you know, pretty long. I think the little tassels are like 4 inches, maybe, I think is what I measured, 4.5. So yeah, and when I was tea dyeing yesterday, I actually wanted to tea dye some, and you know, see how it turned out. And well, if I can get it untangled here, and that's what the tea dye turned out. So I mean, it took tea dye really, really nice. So, I mean, I was actually playing with it. You know, it's all attached and sewn at the top, so technically you can cut it off, you know, and just have that dangle down. So like this, all I did with this one is I cut it like off in half. I cut it in half and then unraveled it, and then just the wear itself was sort of creating that feathered look to it. And then the end of it I cut off that. So technically, if you wanted to do that and cut them all off, you know, at like 2 1/4 inches or 2 inches or so, you get that like unraveled look. And then with the little part that was left over, I just was goofing around and went, you know, I wonder what that would look like on top of a paper clip. Well, you know, it actually doesn't look that bad. So, I mean, you could cut it off and have your fringe, you know, still a nice 2-inch fringe across the bottom, plus have a paper clip. So I was just playing around with it. So again, I paid $2 for that. And wherever these people had bought this, they're saying it's a 5. Oh yeah, well, the dangles are, it's 5-inch fringe. It's 5 inches, you know, from side to the beginning. So I mean, you could use that to the front of the journal if you wanted to or whatever, and literally not have to do a whole lot. But they had paid $20 for it, so I'll take it for 2. Sure. Then I'm gonna pull this up here real fast because it's big. Let me get down in here first, and then I found these. These were 50 cents off, so I got these for like $2 a piece. I still use a manual die cutter. I have electronic ones, but I have manual too. But it's a scallop frame and what they call the jelly frame, and the 4 circles. They had been at a yard sale or something for $8. But yeah, you know, so I got them for $2 a piece, and they're so thick, and they're like brand new. I mean, they still have the paper you know, like when you buy them and they come with the paper in the container. They still have those. And I mean, I looked them up. They range between like $15 to like $25. So depending on which ones they are. So that was a good buy. Okay, then I went to my Goodwill, and I've sort of sorted through some of these to make it easier to show you. Oh well, I forgot about those. And I did, when I was at the Goodwill, found coin wrappers, which I know is crazy to pay 50 cents. Maybe I paid 50 cents for the, no, I paid $1 for these. For coin wraps. But they're the really, really old ones, and I don't want to open them because I'll drop them, but I'm trying to find, let me get one of the orange ones. Well, let me just open it. It'll be easier to hold it to the camera that way. I'll just put them in a baggie when I get done. But they're the really old ones that had the buffaloes on them. I don't know if, let me try to get this down where you can see, there you go. They had the buffaloes on them. And I really like those, so I thought those were, you know, they're older, so they would be cute to, like, you know, make just a small skinny tag to slide into. Or, you know, to, you know, just decorate. So I'm gonna do some neat stuff with those. I'll put them back here. Okay, and then let me go ahead and show you what I got at the Dollar Tree. Get that out of the way, because once we get the Goodwill stuff out, there's like quite a bit to it to the one thing. So I did stop at the Dollar Tree, and they had some of the gold bling on a roll at the Dollar Tree I stopped at, and then they had this purple lace. I don't know. I have never seen this at my Dollar Tree. I actually went to a different Dollar Tree, which is huge. The Dollar Tree I went to, my normal Dollar Tree has a teeny tiny little section for crafts. The one I went to actually has a whole entire aisle for crafts. So I was, but there's, I don't know if you can, no. But they only had 3 rolls, so, or at least 3 rolls left out of this big, huge container, because I've never seen this at mine. So, got those. And they have these cute little green dragonflies. I thought of my friend Ashley. She's the admin of my Facebook group. She loves dragonfly. Well, her grandmother loves dragonfly. Anyway, it's a family thing. Anyway, so I found those. Those are so cute. So cute little metal dragonflies would be cute with the little nature journal. And then I found these. Let's see if that was all I had there. So I found these, and these are called The Wonders of the Earth. And it's a card game. Well, and I had never seen them before. Let me get the one that's open. I had never seen them before. I went ahead and grabbed 2 since I was at the Dollar Tree. I'm sort of glad that I am. I'm going to have to do some work on them. Well, you know, just like you do all other cards. But they actually have different wonders of the earth on them. They have all this information down here on them, which, you know, are sort of cool as a trivia card. But then they've got the, you know, wonder, like Crystal Caves, Old Faithful, Mount McKinley. So, I mean, there's some Mount Fuji, Niagara Falls, the Grand Canyon, the Amazon Rainforest, Planet Earth, which is really pretty. Death Valley, the Great Barrier Reef. Life is one of the great wonders of Earth, on the Earth, really. Mount Everest, the Northern Lights, Victoria Falls, the Redwood National Forest. So, I mean, there's some different places on there. So, those are going to be sort of cute to use. But, you know, for $1, I thought it was a pretty good deal. So I got those, and I had never seen them before, and you couldn't see them in the store because they were wrapped in plastic, so I couldn't see what was inside of them. So, I mean, they're okay. I probably won't buy them again. just because, you know, maybe if they had like flowers on them or something like that, but just, but they're okay. Okay, so my Goodwill had this big, huge vase full of jewelry items in the jewelry section for $8. It was 50% off, so I got it for $4. And there is a ton of jewelry in here, of different beads. Some things I've already started taking apart, some I haven't, so like, I'll just sort of show you. So there's a variety of beads. I'll try to, hopefully you can see that a little better. So I mean, there's, you know, multiple different kinds in there. So that was in there. This was in there, which, you know, don't get me wrong, but wouldn't that be gorgeous as a dangle? Actually, I seen this, and what I thought of Sherry, because she just came out with her, something Splendor. Don't ask me. Vintage Splendor. I probably just totally botched that. Sherry, if you're watching, you know, let everybody know what it is. But it's all black and white and red. So I sort of thought about that. So yeah, and that's, you know, there's quite a bit on there. So I'm gonna make some good dangles. And they had these, and these are actually glass. So yeah, they're just good filler beads. And hopefully this, and that was just metal chain, which, you know, might look cute on like a steampunk type journal. And there was that. So that was sort of cool because you don't really see, like, you know, triangular beads a lot. There was this, and this is just screams gorgeous. I just love every bead that's on here, and these are glass. I mean, so there's quite a variety there. And I mean, that, seriously, I mean, you could sew just, you know, to break them off somewhere. You know, take this right here and maybe it, you know, you know, before they reach the middle rings, and take it off and literally have a dangle ready to go. I mean, they're just, it's gorgeous. I loved that one. And there's this little one. It's got teeny tiny little ones, and it matches the other one. There's this one that has pretty little charm at the bottom, and it says, "With wings of steel we fly up into our own." So that was cute. Some little pearl earrings. There was a necklace with some charms on it. And there's this necklace which has all kinds of little beads. That just, doesn't that just scream like boho belly dancer type look? Is what it looks like. It was what it reminds me of. But just with all the little, the purple and the yellow and the little gold globes. So there was those. And then these are ones that I've deconstructed, so I'll try to. This had the mother of pearl bottom on it, and then I don't spill them everywhere. I probably should have kept them together before I took and showed you before I took them apart, and I'll know that for next time. But so they're all green. I told you. You know, I wish I knew what I did with my little glass dish I had. That would have worked perfectly. Well, I'll try to keep on checking. And then this one was pink. And I had the big crystal and then the little pink see-through beads. And like I said, most of these, because they're vintage, are all glass. And all these were in the same container. Or I should have put these in clear baggies instead of colored baggies, but. And these are little bitty clay beads. So those are really cute. And like I said, you know, there's quite a few in there. And then there was these coppery gold seed beads. They were all on one big huge necklace. So, you know, how often do you use gold, goldish copper color? I mean, there's a bunch in there. Let's see. Oh, these are just all the little end clasps that I kept. Oh, and these are just the chains. These were just earrings. A variety of earrings they had in there. Most of them are just big, gaudy looking. Well, they're not gaudy looking, I mean, but they're like, you know, just your standard, you know, gold hoopy type earrings. But there was some in there that had beads on them that I haven't taken apart, so a variety of those. So because there was quite a few in here. There was this necklace, and let's see if I can, hopefully you'll be able to see. There is just a variety of all kinds of beads. It was like an orangey brownie green. So they're like all naturey colored. So, I mean, those are going to make awesome nature tassels. And they're pretty much already together. So, you know, you can literally just mix and match them and remake them from a necklace to a dangle. And, I mean, there's quite a few in there. And there's this one. This was all in reds. So again, you know, does that not scream out boho for you? And it was, you know, that's one thing with a lot of the long beady dangly necklaces. There's quite a few beads in there, so. And there was these. This was sort of weird because this was actually little bitty paper beads that somebody had made and strung on a necklace. So little orange paper beads, and you know, there's quite a few in there. So those would be cute, just like, you know, sewn through, attached to a card or whatever, a tag. They have these in there. They're on strings. I haven't, you know, taken them off yet, but they're, you know, nice black and red. Again, cherry, there you go. Apparently it's screaming out at me. I need to make that kit. Then there was these, and these are just little tan and blue, just round wooden beads. Not anything impressive for those. Then there's these, and these are like little shell and little round beads that were together on a necklace. There was like 6 watches, and I don't even have those out here. So I've sort of been playing with some of it, so you have to overlook my. This was a charm bracelet, but I took all the charms off of it. So this was actually an earring. These were put together and they made like a cage, and I flattened them out to use as embellishments. So, you know, those are going to be great. Let's see. Oh, this little baggie was in there, and it had this necklace in it, which had that, and then the beads on top. So there was that. And there was that, and I don't even know what that is. There was a pen, which the pen is absolutely cute. It's got little roses on it, and it's got where you can hang stuff from it. They've put a little picture from Metamora, Indiana, which is funny. Called Blooming with Love. So, you know, that might be cute to put on the front, or, you know, take this off and maybe hang some kind of rose things from it. There were several of these that they had did. And they were already strung up but with beads, so I'm not sure what they were planning on doing with those, but really, really pretty. Oh, this was the red beads that I took apart. This is what hung off the end of that necklace. And look, it's got the elephant on it. So like I said, that screams boho. That's ready to go. Yeah, I mean, you can throw that on the end of a journal and literally, you know, have your little tassel hanging at the end. So this necklace was in there. And that is something else, isn't it? So there was that. There was that little, like a little kid's thing. Here was some more of the beads they'd strung up on the little strings, which I'm thinking would be really cute just to use as bookmarks in a journal. And that may be something that I make in the future, is, you know, just the string with the book, and, you know, to have it in the journal where you can move it around, where it's not actually attached. There's one of those little tiny things, and there's a pen. There's a dragonfly necklace with a charm on it. There are some just oddball beads in here that are hanging. There's some beads, a little gemstone. There's a little heart. There's another set of beads on a chain. I mean, how that would be perfect for a bookmark. So, this was a pendant, but it actually opens up where you can change the stone, or, you know, put whatever you want to put in there. There's a little round golden world globe. That's an earring, but tell me that wouldn't look pretty. And that's purple. And there was only one, which was, I was sort of mad. I wish there would have been two. But, I mean, it's an earring, so I mean, technically, you could pop it off and use some, you know, cut this off, use some E6000 and hang it, you know, attach it on the binding of your journal. And sort of a binder plate with everything hanging on it would be cute. There was this, and it sort of has a screw that opens up almost like a handle. There was a little charm, and it's a palette with the diamonds in it, and two little artist brush. These were little earrings. They were owls. There was that big pendant, and it's got, you know, the blue and black all over it. I mean, there's an earring. I mean, how easy is that going to be to change into a charm? I mean, you just pretty much clip this off and put a bulb clip on it, and, you know, you've already got something to go. Let's see what else we have in here. There was just a little gold circle. There's another, like, pendant part. Another pendant part. These were almost like little money clips. So I'm not sure what they would do, but I think, you know, they'd be really cute on the tag. There was a couple of those. There's another little thing to hang on a pendant. There's another little earring. There's another one of those little stones. There's another little clip. This is another little clip, and they're little bows. A row of little bows. Okay, let me see what else is in here. There's another little gemstone. There's several of these. One says love, one says live, laugh, love, and peace. So those little charms were in there. Like I said, there was quite a bit of stuff in here that's going to be really usable. There was another little earring, but isn't that going to be pretty as a dangle? You know, hanging off of. It's really cute. Let's see. Oh, and there was this necklace that just had these teeny tiny little, like, I don't know if you can even see them. They're so cute, and it's just so petite. I thought, oh, that'll be really pretty to use on something. There's another little gem earring. There's a couple Let me pull out all the other little charms that are in here. So there's all these little charms, little peace signs and birds and all that. There are all these teeny tiny little black beads. There's like a whole little set of those. And then this was 2 earrings that I took apart. All these were connected. And they made 2 earrings. And they were just, but they're sets of leaves. So those 2 earrings I cut apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And got 14 sets of leaves that I'll be able to use as charms in nature journals off of 2 earrings. So, you know, don't, you know, just because you're at the Goodwill and, you know, those big jugs of stuff, sometimes, I mean, there's some good seals there. So I got all of that. So, I mean, you tell me, was that worth it? If you go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby's, Joann's, any place like that, you know, it's $1 and something to get, you know, 4 or 5 charms on a card. I don't know if this one has a price on it or not. This one doesn't have a price on it, but like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 charms, and this was $2. I got it for 99 cents, but it was $2 when you bought it new. So, you know, I think the amount that I got, the beads, not to mention all the charms and the dangles, and, you know, and you get beads that are different. You're not going to get those same beads that everybody is buying at Walmart, or, you know, vice versa. So, that was it for my Walmart haul, but like I said, you know, there was more than enough stuff in there, so I was happy with everything that I found between there and the lace I found at the Dollar Tree, and, you know, the little dress and the shirt. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff. So I'm putting all this in here so it won't be laying everywhere. So yeah, you know, it was quite a steal to me to be able to get that many beads. I mean, if you go to, you know, Walmart and buy the strings of beads they have that are already put together, which you're not going to get this many beads on. You know, you're going to pay $4.99, $5.99 for one of those. So basically, for less than I could buy one of those strands of beads at Walmart, I was able to buy this whole entire jar. So I was pretty happy with that. So I wanted to share it all with you. Like I said, I will be back for another video showing you all my stuff that I dyed and all that, because I know somebody asked me the next time I dyed paper if I would show them, you know, what all I dye when I dye my paper. Like, is there a set thing amount that I do or whatever, and there's not, but I explain all that with that video. So that video will be coming up soon. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.